If you're here watching with me, please keep it up because I am here and we're here together. Alright, we are going to show everything off. So, of course, I did a behind the scenes of this makeup look. I was trying for a little bit of that 60s, this is a 60s vibe. So we did the yellow with the dark eyeliner double and some of the extra little lashes, and I'm loving it. I also did some gold highlight, like right here and right here and right here. We did yellow lips with the black kind of Beetlejuice effect, which is my favorite thing. We took a straightener to the hair and kind of flipped it like Alice from Twilight. And then for earrings, we have Doing My Best and these heart drip, just like honey. Just like some honey dripping down. And then the same on this side. We got some fun necklaces today. Okay, so first we have this one, which is like a black bauble. I recently got this at an antique store, both of these actually, and I'm obsessed. And then this one is very 1920s Gatsby inspired. Oh, Twiggy, that's who I was trying to think of for the makeup, but very like Gatsby inspired. Let me see. So pretty. So I sort of layered them. And then we have this gingham shirt with the ruffles, but I also put this really fun top over it. So cute. I love doing fun layering. It's the best. Okay, and then I made new nail rings with bees. So let's look at them. So we have a bee and a bear and a little dingle. Same here, bee, bear, and dingle. And then we have a little bee, a fat bee, and a bow, and fat bee, and a star. And same here, I do have a band-aid on this finger, so just ignore that one. But they're so cute, and they're like these really pretty purple. So, and they have a little bit of tangles. And then I did put on this bracelet. That I love. So, before we stim and do this little role play, I wanted to talk about some autistic coaching that I just got recently, and it is amazing. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit of their information with you, just really quickly. It is a neurodivergent and chronic illness resource. It is coaching kind of over therapy, which actually is better because therapy is more retrospective, talking about the past, whereas coaching is the here and now. So also today's role play is going to be more about autistic coaching or neurodivergent coaching, and it is called Dandelion Total Health. I'm gonna have it linked in the description. They also focus on just lifestyle changes and therapies, including supplements and things like that, to help with both your neurodivergence and your chronic illnesses. So endometriosis, POTS, anything like that, MCAS, anything you're struggling with, which basically almost all of us are. And I did an hour call with them. They were absolutely incredible. It was so much better than therapy, and I cannot stress that enough. So there will be in the description link, you can click on it to get a free 30-minute consultation. You can fun chunky ring. Heart ring. Let's do some rocking. And we're going to be hugging a stuffed animal in our therapy video. Okay. Well, autistic clinic, therapy, coaching, all of it will be helpful. Check you in, 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 check you in. Wow. Check out my description for all the things, all the things, and hang out with me. Okay, let's get into it. We have all of the bee things to show you in this video. Hello, come on in. Welcome to the Autistic Clinic. Yes, we do therapy, we do coaching, we help with chronic illness, really all of the above. Yes, and we are truly happy to have you. Did you make an appointment online already? Okay. Can you tell me your name? If you don't want to talk right now, I can see it on your device. Okay, perfect. It's okay because even if you're nonverbal, therapy will still help you today and coaching will still help you today. It can actually help you become verbal again, become happy and open to open up. Yeah, that's why I love it here. This is a safe place. I myself am autistic and I myself go nonverbal sometimes. So, all things safe, fun, quirky, whimsical, fabulous here. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna get a little bit of information from you. And you can either show me, tell me, draw it out, however you would like to communicate, okay? Also, I love what you're wearing. You are so cute. Yeah, you look adorable. Oh, thank you so much. We like to have themes here at the clinic. So, today's theme is bees. Do you like bees? Okay, clinic is Dandelion sounds while we do this. We're gonna breathe, do some box breaths, and we're also gonna rock. You can do whatever you need to do during this time. If you want to stand up, sit down. It just helps to squeeze something. If you've been having a hard time with any chronic pain, I know that I have. You have? Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna squeeze, 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 squeeze as tight as we can, as tight as we can, as tight as we can. And then also breathe in. In 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. So in. Okay, do it one more time. In. Okay, one more time. Good job. As tight as you can, as tight as you can, as tight as you can. And you can just keep that Pooh Bear with you. Absolutely. Okay, so now I'm going to get you a blanket. So I picked this one because there's some cute little fat bees. And it is bee day at the clinic today. There's also strawberries and butterflies and little frogs. I do love a fat frog and a fat bee. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna just wrap this around you, okay? There we go. Nice and cozy. Now that you're cozy, you have Pooh Bear and your fuzzy blanket. I would love to offer you some tea, some juice, some coffee, anything that you can sip on to kind of relax those nerves. I have a teapot of the day. Would you like to see the teapot of the day? Here is my teapot of the day. Look at this little bee. They're just a little baby. Matches all my little bees on my nails. But so cute. Here, we can just look at the lid really quickly. It's a good sound. Little flower. And if you get sleepy during this, it's okay because that's your body relaxing. That's a good thing. You can fall asleep at any time. It can just be part of your therapy or your coaching because when your body finally relaxes, you feel peace. I love how this sounds. Okay. me show you the cup I have for you. B, B, B. Flower, flower, flower. A daisy, a dandelion daisy, dandelion, a dandelion daisy. eating enough, drinking enough water so that our blood sugar is at a healthy level. Okay, perfect. And what was your favorite thing about this week? Ooh, okay, that's awesome. What is your favorite part of these sessions with me? Okay, yes. Feel free to comment down below your favorite thing about these sessions. Okay, and should we make them weekly? Okay. Perfect. And sensory-wise, what did you struggle with this week? Oh, yes. I've been struggling because my kids are in school and it's quiet, but then they're back from school and it goes from 0 volume to like level 100. So it's really hard to transition. So I've been trying to like slowly transition myself. So having some transition time with a favorite song or something that you need could really help. Squeezing a stuffed animal, doing a box breath. Okay, so we can work on that. Perfect. And with school or work, how are you feeling there? Okay, you can focus and get things done, but then sometimes you're distracted, and then chronic illness comes in. Yes, it's very hard to have a normal You're going to leave me here only because I thought you wouldn't want to come with me, do you? Of course she didn't want to go alone, but it was wise for him. But was it wise for him to come? She didn't know what the villagers would be like, in particular how they react to a talking spider plant. Cass was highly unusual. He was the result of a reckless librarian experimenting with an incomplete spell that she didn't have permission to use. The librarian had been caught and punished harshly, in Kyla's opinion. Wanting to make an example of her, the Emperor had ordered one of his sorcerers to transform her into wood. She'd been displayed amid other statues in the library-framed north reading room. Afterward, alone, Cass had wandered the stacks until he found Kyla. She didn't know why he'd chosen her, but he'd announced that he was her new assistant, replacing a boy with continually grubby hands who would not stop snacking on honey treats near the books. And that was that. Are there any goats in the village? Cass asked. I don't know. Rabbits, he shuddered. Other herbivores? Well, possibly. Then I have an idea. How about you leave me here? Kyla smiled. Good idea. But then her smile faded. Stay safe, Cass. Come back soon, he told her. She fully intended to. Bringing a snack, slightly worn but with the charming acorn-shaped button she found, Kyla headed down the trail. Bringing a sack, slightly worn but with a charming acorn-shaped button she had found, Kyla headed down the trail that her new neighbor, Laren, had sliced through the greenery. It was a perfect day, blue sky peeking behind the trees and birds warbling to one another, a breeze from the sea that carried the fresh scent of salty air. Within the walls of the library, she'd forgotten the wonder of a summer breeze. She loved the way it caressed her cheeks and the way the smells of the earth and the trees and the sea filled her mouth, nose, and throat. By the time she walked a quarter of a mile, she'd convinced herself that this was an excellent idea and everything was going to be fine, and she shouldn't worry. But then the trail through the woods ended, and her path opened onto a cliff, and every single worry came crashing back into her, like the waves on the rocks far below. Ahead of her was the expanse of ocean, broad and blue and beautiful and intimidating in its own picturesque way. A waterfall tumbled beside the village, and the mill's water wheel turned in the force of its fall. Catching the sunlight, the spray looked like a cascade of diamonds. She flashed back to being 6 years old at the top of these cliffs, with her father beside her. He took her hand and helped her down the wind-battered stairs. Ah, yes, there was supposed to be stairs. She remembered now. Searching, she spotted them behind a row of wild roses, and she also saw what had to be Lauren's house, beyond the base of the stairs on a rocky beach. She wondered if she'd been unfair to him. It wasn't his fault. She liked her privacy. Maybe now that he'd welcomed her, he'd give her some space. A boat with a white sail floated just offshore, and she saw the silhouette of a man standing on its bow. Lauren, possibly. Around him in the water were mer horses. The horse fish were pawing at the waves as the man raised his arm in the air as some kind of signal. In a herd, the mer horses galloped toward deeper water. Shielding her eyes from the sun, Kyla watched them as they swam farther out, toward the local fisherfolk in their boats. The fisherfolk greeted them with happy shouts and jeers that traveled over the water. Her parents hadn't wanted this life for themselves or for her, but standing on the rose-framed cliff, looking over the sparkling ocean, she wondered what was so bad about it. Gathering her courage, she picked her way down the wooden steps. Wind whipped her blue hair into her face and then vertically into the air, but she didn't let go of the railing to push the strands behind her ears or to twist them into a braid like she would have in the library. She just let them blow wild and free. Halfway down, the wind pulling at her hair, she felt unglued, like a book whose pages had scattered on the floor. She couldn't shake the sense that if she released the railing, she'd fly into the air like a bird, which would be ridiculous, she told herself firmly. The stairs twisted as they clung to the curve of the cliff, but none of the steps broke beneath her feet, and by the She reminded herself that she climbed bookshelf ladders and the flimsy spiral stairs in the library all the time without blinking an eye, but there wasn't wind between the shelves, she thought. Patting her hair, she tried to tame the flyaway strands, but they stayed a wild halo of blue. Inside the library, lit by lamps, her hair usually was a respectably staid shade of night sky blue, but out here in the sunlight, it was an unruly sapphire. Giving up on it, Kyla walked toward the village. It was strange, overlaying the reality in front of her on top of her memories. In some respects, not much had changed. There was the mill, the school, the colorful houses along the cobblestone streets. But while memory was fuzzy, the details of the reality in front of her were sharp. The bright-colored paint was peeling off the walls, and the roofs had been patched and repatched. Several of their houses had their windows boarded up, and there was clear evidence of storm damage that had not been fixed. Collapsed porches, churned up cobblestones, broken trees that should have been hauled away. Only the thick storm shutters on windows and doors looked new, and many of them were rough and unpainted. Kyla frowned. She always thought of Galtry as a prosperous, albeit tiny village, but there were signs everywhere that the village had fallen on hard times. Children playing in the street looked thin, and their clothes flapped flag-like as they ran barefoot past her, rolling a hoop over the cobblestones with a stick. Looking up, Kyla saw the winged cats on the rooftop, sunning themselves, but they seemed thinner and rougher. One eyed her as it licked its fur. Its green and yellow feathers looked battered as if it had thrown through a storm. Maybe it had, but why? Seated on his front step, an old man watched her as she walked by. She tried to smile at him, but she was feeling such a jumble that she wasn't sure what her face looked like. She hoped it wasn't a grimace. He grunted back at her, neither friendly nor unfriendly, and Kyla remembered the way to the grocer's, up 2 streets and right at the fountain, which was now dry. She remembered how much she used to love the statue of the mermaid at the center of the fountain. As a child, she felt as if the smiling mermaid were inviting her into the heart of town. Now, though, one of the mermaid's arms had broken off, and she gazed out at the harbor with an expression that Kyla thought was more wistful than welcoming. Staring at the fountain, she heard the faint sound of a harp. Someone somewhere was playing a complex tumble of notes that ran as pure as the fountain used to. Following the harp music, she passed the dry fountain, expecting to find the grocer's just around the corner. But in place of the shop, she remembered